Hey, morning. It's Friday. We call it Friday, 5:30. Okay, so coming to the end of May. Bringing in June here on Monday. See if we can get some change. See if we can get some change. We got a lot of months that are inside. So we'll continue to take a look at those and see. There's going to be a lot of 1-1s coming in on a new month as well. Um, but the one thing that we do have going on is we have this SPY right here stuck inside on the one on the weekly. All right, so hoping we could keep that intact and see if we could try to make some change coming into the new month. All right, lots of room for Sneaky Pete to try to get back in there. So it looks like that will come inside one unless something gets crazy today. Um, and what do we got today? We got an outsider on a day. Just means that it's just going to churn up a lot of time for us now. All right, and we're stuck right in the middle of it, 588.05 right now. We had PCE numbers out this morning. They were pretty much in line. Nothing too exciting there. A lot of tariff talk, a lot of China tariff talk. That's what we got. We got a lot of talk. All right. So outside on the day on the SPY with the inside week looking for some change coming into the new month. Okay. That's my thoughts on that one. Q's are outside today as well. This one's kind of going to be buried inside there too. 518. We're actually a little bit closer to breaking here. All right, so let's see if the Qs can come down and break that, and maybe if they want to try to come back down. Could be kind of a quiet day. We'll see. And then there's your month. Sneaky Pete going to get in there. We do not have the inside week, so we do not have that, and that's just the way it is. Diamonds, we got diamonds. We really couldn't extend ourselves too much anymore yesterday. Tried to hammer it back up. That's just a doji. That's nothing. Okay, that is absolutely nothing. Trading at 421.60 right now. That one's going to handily be inside, but we do have that insider, and we got tons of room for Sneaky Pete to get back in here. All right, so we'll be looking at potentially some more ones on the futures as they come in on Monday. All right, so we'll see what happens there. A couple names this morning we're looking at here: Dell Computer. Dell. All right, with the inside week and holding in there, 111.33. If it wants to break, it's trading 111.94 right now. So it's bringing it back in. You got the big outside day here. All right. So gonna have to need to break 111.30 to break that. All right, we're trading at a 111.70 right now. So see if we can keep the one intact on the week here. Month is pretty good. It's not far from buttoning up. Took out the 2 month like everyone else. But it's trouble to get the third month. So that's been the theme here the whole way through. 111.55 as we talk. Dell coming down a little bit more on your Dell computer. All right, what else we got? Alta coming back up here right now, I see. 465.50 now on the Alta with the big outside day. Look at all these big outside days today. 427.06. We're expanding from there. We're going back up to 465 here. All right, 465, 466. That's going to take out, that month has already been taken out. You're taking this guy, and you're taking this guy, and your next reach is going to be here. So they're going to be cooling their jets. All right, we're going to take out all these time frames right here. Could be a little bit of exhaustion risk, I'm thinking. All right, so, and that's a lot to take here in the morning. So we're going to see what happens on Alta. Just going to expand on your week as well. Alta on the move this morning. What else? Goldman Sachs. I just wanted to make the point because it's got the inside week. Okay, we got a lot of inside days today too. So we got a lot of 3s and 1s today, which is odd, but it is what it is. So Goldman Sachs this morning. It was as high as 622, 622. All right, that would take day up. But now they've come all the way back down here. They got down to 603.30. Right now it's showing me that it's at 600 spot 10. All right, so you're still going to be inside day on your Goldman Sachs. You will be inside day. All right, XLF is still stuck in a 3-week pattern. It can't seem to get out. Robinhood keeps trying to push, but then she falls down. I think the staples are starting to get a little bit better. We'll start to watch as things go there. A couple of little ones here on your healthcare. AUPH this morning coming back up here on your daily, 835, taking the day up. It's just a little guy. 825 if you want to try to triangle this guy out on the daily. All right, it's doji day. It's got no actionable signals at all. All right, just wanted to show you that one. And then this QGen, I've been watching this one, and she pops this morning now, coming up to 45.29, taking day up, looking to expand here. 45.35 is what we're looking for right now. And then we would look to move to 45.50 if this thing wants to continue to move back up. All right, so that is in your healthcare field, both of those right there. Marvel, big miss on Marvel on earnings. MRVL. Marvel, big miss. All right. Shooter down on the week. Month doing nothing. And this was your big outsider yesterday. A lot of uncertainty there. All right. We're taking this 3-2 down, 61.16 right now. So we're going to take out this guy here, and we're going to come into this area right in here, 61.16. So it looks like we would want to triangle out back down to 60 spot 02, coming back down from this one day. All right, and that's dating back to the 23rd of May. All right, Marvel lower this morning. Marvel. Excuse me. American Eagle Outfitters, another one. AEO with the puker down. Day down. It's closed at 11.18, trading at 9.85. If you want to triangle down, we're going to have to bring down some more day business for this guy. All right, so we're going to be coming back down into this 983 area. So triangling out everything you can see here, and then we're going a little bit lower on your 987 on your weekly. All right, we're coming back down here to 945, and that was the week of April 7th. American Eagle Outfitters puker down to the downside. Gappers are okay today. It's not great. Deutsche Bank. This is a pivot right here. All right, 27.76 opening unchanged. All right, so it's going to be close to taking day up. Deutsche Bank. The reason I put it in there is because it's got the inside week. Looking for that 3-1-2 back down on the next week if we can try to keep that one intact. All right. What else here? Crude a little bit lower this morning here again. The light sweet crude down as well. This month is going to come into fruition soon. We're looking for that 3-1-2 downer on the month. All right. That's what I'm looking for. See if we can get some continuation to the downside there. All right. Shooter down on the week. Just garbage here on a daily. All right. So that's your crude. What else here? SBET is in your gapper list there this morning. Sam Boy, Eddie Tom, SBET. Yeah. So this thing moved up here. Look at that month. Look at your week. So this stuff is all moved away. All right. 121.99 is what we spiked up to. We're coming back to 100. So expansion everywhere on this guy. We're getting up to $100 and change. See what's going to do there. This thing's looking pretty wicked. All right, I'd be standing clear of that one. All right, couple of mentionaries. Boeing had a good report yesterday. With Shiner, going to buy some 737s, and she spiked up to 212.28. She wasn't able to get back there. All right, Boeing's stuck inside this 206 number now. I think Boeing should get better and get back up, but I think it's going to go with the market. If the futures start to go down, Boeing's going to go down. Okay, it's just that simple. And if the market rallies, it's probably going to move up with the market. So that's my thoughts on Boeing there. CRWV finally starting to break a little bit. We've been talking about this one. Like I said, we're not buying it up here. Shooter down on the week. Look at that baby right there. That is a beauty. Now, if that shooter goes into force next week, look out, CRWV coming back down. All right, so and this morning we're inside just by a sliver. All right, so looking for this thing for continuation to the downside. I was calling for crazy stuff. I was calling down here $76 stuff. That might not come to fruition, but we'll see. The VIX popped up a little bit there. The old bear kind of showed up here this morning, and then he went right back into hiding. All right, so not much there. Our 10 years are unchanged. The dollar is pretty much unchanged as well. So we'll see what this day is gonna bring. All right, it's tariff talk, China talk, a lot of that business going on. So we shall see. With the PCE numbers right now in the S&P 500, we're trading 588. We're inside on an outside day. All right, we could be stuck inside there all day. Let's keep those ones intact on the diamonds and the SPY, and then we look for something to change next week. All right, I'm gonna leave it there, and we'll see what the day brings. Alta on the move here. Alta, don't go chasing waterfalls. All right, everybody have a good day. I'll see you at lunchtime. All right, be good.